Greetings, everyone. I bless God wherever you are and whatever we have seen till this moment. I thank God for gift of life and good health, no matter what the situation is. My good friends, I want to use this brief video to pay tribute to this country, Nigeria. I must tell you, because I remember there must be this slogan, there was a country. I have said it over and over again. So I want to console most of us. I went back to memory lane. I remembered how $1 billion was withdrawn from SS crude accounts for security purposes. What did we get after all? Insecurity. So what we have at this moment is not what I may call political miscarriage. It's a political abortion, a calculated attempt, a graduated plan. I remember the year 2019, the issue of server came up, and that server worked on some gubernatorial elections. During presidential election, it failed. Now, in 2023, INEC spent over 300 billion on BVAS machines and 117 billion for anti-hacking softwares and other logistics, just for this concluded presidential election and the forthcoming gubernatorial. And we should remember that these BVAS worked on some gubernatorial election, Osun, Ekiti and Anambra, worked very well, and we applauded INEC. Now, during presidential election, the network was shut down. BVAS failed against the wish of the masses. Now, why I want to make this video is this. Apart from the 400 billion that was spent, we, the citizens that have been frustrated for years, some of us have suffered for 60-something years from the inception of this country. During this period of registration, collection of PVC and the voting, we shut down schools, we shut down market squares, we shut down offices, our private businesses because of this election. I know some friends that boarded flight from abroad just to come and vote. Many people paid high cost of transportation, traveling from one state to another, in several locations of registration, collection, and also voting. Now, what do we get in return? Political abortion. I don't want to believe that some of the guys that destroyed some INEC facilities are right. I don't want to believe that. Because what INEC is trying to do to itself is a national disaster. It's worse than what unknown government we are doing. INEC chairman, do not remind us the EndSARS injury. You better ask Professor Humphrey Wosu, the INEC chairman during Babangida's regime, how he followed the ways of the masses, how he avoided the disastrous way. Ask him, he will let you know. You might finish food that an individual cooks for you, but Prof, you cannot finish the food the masses will cook for you with acrimony. Manual transmission of result is not in our bargaining. Professor Yakubu Mahmood, with due respect, give us our mandates. Many of us are angry for decades. We are looking for a channel where we unleash our anger, and do not create that avenue, sir. I urge you, Professor and Mr. Festus Okoye, you guys are trying to destroy the zeal, the enthusiastic spirit that came out of youth, that made most of the youth to come out in thousands, in millions, and they cast their votes. That voter apathy is what you people are trying to bring back. How will their turn-up be in forthcoming elections? How can you put your confidence in some political cankerworms with unrepented criminal tendencies? This set of rulers refuse to let everything work in this country. They refuse us good roads. They refuse us good hospitals. They refuse us pipe-borne water. They refuse us constant power supply because of their selfish interests, selfish aims. But they support high rate of crimes, high death rates, corruption in high and low places. Some of these guys that invaded some polling stations, were they not supposed to be part of the exercise? But some of the politicians, cabals, recruited them to destroy their lives and the lives of others, to make our effort to end infertility. Where are the children of these politicians? Where are their children? That's why they refuse to make education top priority in this country, because some of these hoodlums are supposed to be in schools by the help of government. The way I see you guys, the political cabals, if an election were to be conducted in hellfire, I tell you, you guys will rig out the devil and occupy hellfire. Because you know the best method to do that. To hijack votes, to rule by all means, win election by all means, and they go to court. We own the tribunal. That's what you know how to do best. I detest your character. Some of these men. I remember the slogan that said that the young shall grow, but the old refuse to die. How can it work? How can the young grow since the old refuse, the old cargoes with a chronic stealing methodology refuse to die, thus holding Nigeria and the entire Africa in perpetual agony? I salute former president of Ghana, Jerry Rawlings. Even in his grave, he knew how he sanitized the political corridors of Ghana. He had the solution to this malady of these selfish, wicked rulers. I still salute our former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, and also Pa Aya Adebanjo. I salute them for their effort. I salute all the elder statesmen for their effort, and most of the men of God that put their voices. I know our effort will not be in vain, but I'm confident of one thing. Come rain, come shine, we know our president. Prof, that assurance I give you. Behold the incoming president. We know our president. The youth all over Nigeria, in diaspora, we know our president. We were not blindfolded when we cast our votes. Prof, I declare the stand of the youth of this country that no beavers, no election, no beavers, no result. Total cancellation of this result is what we demand for peace to reign. May God bless us and help our efforts to come to victory. My name is Brother Paul Chigbo.
God's agenda, production, the